Hello, everyone. Yes, we're letting everyone in. Yes, welcome to Throwback Thursday, January 4th, 2024. Can you believe it? Woo! Wow, it's amazing all the things that we've been through together. Some of us have been together for a while. Heather and I have been together for a while. Jocelyn, Raul, oh, Denise, we just met not too long ago, but we've already discovered each other so well. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Debbie. I hope we can see your face soon. We are expecting others. Here we go. More joining in. Hello. This is the first time Trevor's been able to join in. Welcome, Trevor. Welcome. Hello, Kelly. We are expecting some others in, but while we're waiting on them, let's go ahead and heat up that chat. Phone numbers so that we can message each other, emails, maybe some appointment links so that we can set appointments with each other. I know the majority of you may have not connected with Denise yet, Trevor yet, Debbie yet. Some of you may not have connected with Raul yet, Heather, Jocelyn, Kelly. Come on, let's get all that information into the chat so that we can, guess what? My 3 favorite words: connect, network, and collaborate. What a way to build your business. And so many people don't realize it is the foundation. When you don't have those 3 elements, your foundation just doesn't work quite the same. I don't care if you've been in business one day, thinking about coming into business or business for 25 years. If you don't continue to feed your business by connecting, networking, and collaborating, you are missing out. So we are going to go ahead and warm up the chat. While we all do that, we want to go around the room and introduce ourselves. One thing about you and one thing about your business that you love, like 20 seconds or less. Your name, how you serve people, your favorite thing about you and your favorite thing about your business. And we are going to start with Jocelyn. Come on down.
Hi, thank you. My name is Jocelyn, and how I serve is I help women break free from anxiety and people-pleasing tendencies in 12 weeks or less. The thing that I love about myself is I bring a sense of peace and calm when I talk, right? And people just gravitate to that. I even hypnotize myself occasionally. And that's what I love about my business too. I'm able to connect on that authentic level with people. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We are going to go to Kelly and then Raul. Come on down, Kelly.
Sorry, I'm trying to fight with my virtual background and it's not working. I got to get the right one up and I will. Hi, everybody. My name's Kelly Doran. I am from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. One thing about me, I introduce myself and I'm very proud that I am a plant-based nan. So I'm not a nutritionist. I'm a plant buddy. If anybody wants any ideas about how to eat less meat and switch to plants, I'm the one to choose. And one thing about my business, I am passionate about helping people change their lives through a non-invasive, drug-free wearable technology. So if you have pain or sleep issues, pick me.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelly. Then Raul. Then we will go to Dr. Denise. Raul, go ahead and unmute and come on down.
Sorry, I don't know why the mute wasn't unmuting. Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year to everyone. What I do is I help with mental health. I advocate mental health for the past 5 years plus now. And I put together mental health conferences. I'm an author and I'm a motivational speaker. So you guys, I'll put my information in there. You all can contact me. LaDonna is part of my group that we are having an amazing event coming up in April. She'll let you guys know about it. And I'm happy to be part of this. Love you guys.
Yes, perfect. Dr. Denise and then Debbie. That darn mute button is crazy, isn't it?
You can't mute it from on the screen. You have to mute it from the bottom.
There we
No,
go.
I get it. I get it. I was multitasking at the time. I'm so sorry, you all. My name is Dr. Denise Turner, and I am a mental health strategist, and I focus on trauma. So I help people to walk through any traumatic experiences that they have had that result in unfavorable emotions that keep them unproductive in their life and in their business. And that is who I am.
Oh, awesome. And I cannot wait for you, Denise, to meet everyone, but truly raw. And you guys are going to have amazing talk if you haven't already talked. And Debbie, come on down and then we'll go to Trevor.
Okay, I'm Debbie, and I'm a transformational life coach, and I'm new. I've just been doing this for about 4 months, and so I'm really excited about this. But I work with women who are dealing with midlife transitions, mainly grief and loss and codependency. And I guess the thing I like about myself is stepping out there and trying this new thing, and really excited about it.
That's exciting. You know what? Anytime that I do something new, I'm so excited about it. And then when you find your love and your passion, you just continue to be excited. And that is phenomenal. Trevor, come on down. Oh, you're muted, Trevor.
So used to it being default on the unmuted. My name's Trevor. I'm a mental health coach. My focus is on suicide, depression, anxiety. I have my own suicide attempt experience. I like to focus on men and fathers because I'm a father myself. I'm dealing with custody regarding my son and all that fun stuff. So just maintaining the peace and through the life and challenges that are presented, and just to show people that life is good and it's not necessarily all the thoughts that you have that are negative.
Yes. Awesome. And Trevor, again, I cannot wait for you to talk to everyone, but specifically Raul and Dr. Denise. Wow. You guys are going to have an amazing talk. We're all great to talk to, though. So make sure you are connecting with each and every one on this screen. You will be able to save the chat before we're done. I will put my information in the chat while one of our favorite people on the screen, Heather Halverson, is our guest speaker today. And I'm so excited. When I first met Heather, I could barely get her to speak to me. And her and I have just escalated. And Kelly's shaking her head. I remember that. Right, Kelly? Because we've been on this journey long enough that we know where we begin, some of us. So, Heather, I welcome you today to be our speaker. Take it away for the next 25-ish minutes, and then we will open the floor after she speaks for question and answers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, LaDonna. My talk today is the impact of gratitude. So Trevor, I totally get what you're saying with, like mental health. Like if you're not staying positive, what are you going to do, right? You go back into depression or any of the other things that you ought not to be in. Anyway, thank you again, LaDonna, for this opportunity. So have you ever stopped to think about the power of gratitude in your life? Gratitude is more than just saying thank you and expressing an appreciation for something. It's a mindset, a way of thinking that has a profound impact on your overall well-being. So I want to highlight the numerous benefits of practicing gratitudes in your life. I take the time every morning to write down 5 to 10 minimum things, but also you could just sit down one day and take a pad of paper and start writing out the things that you're grateful for and just read over it, because it's so easy to pick up on the negative things in life and not go forward. But gratitude can be a benefit. The quality of being thankful and showing appreciation for the good in our lives. It's a positive emotion that can enhance our overall well-being. So we can shift from one thing to another very quickly once we start thinking about the things we're thankful for. So practicing gratitude has been shown to have the positive impact on mental health. It can reduce stress and anxiety levels by shifting our focus from the negative thoughts and worries. When we practice gratitude, we train our minds for the good in every situation, which can help us better cope with stress and adversity, which makes sense. Like, life is always throwing us one thing or another. Like, I can't watch the news because I find there's just too much negative on there. But moreover, gratitude can be found to have positive effects on depression and overall mental well-being. When we cultivate a grateful mindset, we become more aware of the positive aspects in our lives. We can counteract the negative emotions and enhance our mood. Gratitude also promotes resilience and coping skills and encourages us to find meaning and purpose in challenging situations. Did you know gratitude can also have a positive impact on our physical health? It is quite amazing that when you think about it, it can improve our quality sleep. Because I know it depends on what my husband says to me just before we go to bed to how my quality of sleep will be. So when he says something that just hits me the wrong way, I really have to go deep into gratitude just to change my mindset of that particular thing that he was talking about. So gratitude has been linked to a stronger immune system and overall physical health. When we practice gratitude, we can reduce our stress levels, which in turn can boost our immune system. Gratitude also promotes self-care and encourages us to take care of our bodies and prioritize our self-being. Gratitude can be found to reduce symptoms of chronic pain. By shifting our focus away from the pain and towards gratitude, we can experience a decrease in the pain intensity and an improvement in our overall well-being. Gratitude can also have a profound impact on our personal growth. It can enhance our self-image and self-worth by reminding us of our strength and accomplishments. So that is really another important factor, is just to go over, what have I done that was good today? What have I done that has helped my business or my family? So when we develop a positive self-image and a greater self-confidence, we just feel overall better. And gratitude fosters a growth mindset, which is the benefit of our abilities and intelligence to develop through our efforts and perseverance. When we practice gratitude, we become more open to learning and growth. We recognize the value of experience and opportunity of growth they provide. Gratitude can also play a crucial role in cultivating a positive outlook on life. we can practice gratitude. We train our minds to look for good in every situation, even in the face of challenges. This positive outlook can lead to increased happiness, resilience, and overall self-satisfaction. So I was listening to Brian Tracy this morning, and he talked about the 4 A's of gratitude, which is appreciation, approval, admiration, and attention. So with appreciation, you thank every situation. So you can be thankful for the food that you're eating. You can be thankful for the people that you meet in the grocery store, the clerk that rings your order through, or whatever it is. It's just being thankful, because it does put a smile on their face and just helps their day to improve as well. But also approval, when we praise others for what they do. So no matter what it is, like when our child misbehaves, we can look for something that they have done that's good and just praise them for the smile that they just gave you. Even though it was a deceitful smile, you can still change it into a positive aspect. Admiration, which is a compliment. So your hair looks fantastic is just another way of giving gratitude for someone to bring some positive aspect to their lives and a smile on their face. And attention, listening patiently, quietly, calmly, thoughtfully, with no interruptions is huge for someone. So I thought that was really good. But Brian Tracy also left a quote that I really like. Even in the midst of the greatest difficulties you will experience in life, you can also find things for which you are grateful for. So a question for you: how do you make it a point to express gratitude on a daily basis? And that's my thing. Did I go too short or too long?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You are fine. And you know what? You said some really powerful things when you talked about gratitude. And I knew you were going to talk about gratitude, don't get me wrong, but of all the areas that gratitude touches, I'm not a mental health coach, so I didn't realize all of those things that gratitude affects. Shake your heads if everyone else knew that. Maybe I'm the only one in the room that didn't know all of these things. But I really learned a lot about gratitude, self-care as part of gratitude. I didn't really think about it. Now that you brought it up, yes, it makes sense. But I never really thought on that. I would like for everyone to unmute, because this is our question and answer time. So we don't have to, wait for you to unmute, but raise your hands when you have something to say. I would like to know specifically what Dr. Denise may have to say about gratitude, because, well, first of all, does anyone have any questions for Heather right now? If you do, go ahead and unmute and ask a question. And if you don't, okay, so we're going to go to Dr. Denise. Dr. Denise, I would love to hear, what did you resonate with about gratitude? Was anything there? I know you're a mental health person, you're trauma focused, so you may have known everything that she's talked about, but was there anything that maybe you didn't know, or maybe one thing you would like to expand on?
I think the thing with gratitude is it helps to encourage and build up people. When people are going through traumatic situations, they are repressed. They are not as self-confident as they could be. And we all need somebody to lift us up and encourage us every day. And I always talk about being trauma sensitive and trauma resilient, because we don't know what people go through on a daily basis. We don't know what people have already been through that they're now suffering from. And so it's our job as brothers and sisters to encourage, build, and uplift somebody, and just being grateful for them and telling them. And I think that that's the point that I wanted to resonate with Heather, because we don't even talk to other people and tell them, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the things that you are standing up to in your life. And that makes people feel valued, and that they mean something to somebody else. In turn, it helps to build them up and encourage them.
Absolutely. And you know, I've said this a million times, and some of you have heard it, some of you haven't heard it, but just a simple free smile goes a million miles. And you don't know, that smile may change their outlook for the entire rest of their day. So always remember that. Abby, is there anything that you would like to comment on that Heather or Denise, either one, have said so far? Or anything you would like to comment on as far as gratitude?
Well, I'm always expressing gratitude to Dar in the morning, and vice versa, is part of our morning routine, not just taking our diabetic meds, but the overall aspect of everything we do. We're expressing our gratitude for each other in our lives. And it really makes a big difference on the relationship. So there's always positivity coming from gratitude.
Yes, absolutely. I've heard many, many times when Dar will bring Abby a cup of coffee and she doesn't even expect it. And Abby always says thank you. And or a snack. I've seen that as well when I'm working with, you know, just Dar takes it. She knows it's snack time and she'll bring Abby the snack. So that makes Dar feel good because Abby says yes. And it makes Abby feel great because Dar thought about doing it. See what I'm saying? Simple things that we should already be doing, so many don't do. With that said, thank you, Abby. That was a great point. Trevor, with everything that you know about gratitude and your past and what you've been through, I would love to hear, do you have any questions for Heather or comments that you would like to add to gratitude?
The only thing that I can think to add is just the implementation of gratitude in my life has really made the big difference in the way I view it and how my days go, and reduces the depressive states and helps me pull out of depressive states when they try to threaten me. I'm able to be grateful for just everything. I mean, I'm driving down the road and I make the green light and I'm like, cool, thank you. You know, it's all these little things that I find myself, it's took a while to train there, but getting to that point to just, it became second nature now, to where I'm just thankful constantly. And having that has really been a huge shift in the way I view everything.
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, when I get up and I'm in pain or I'm not having a good day or whatever it is, I'm up, I'm alive. God gives me another day. My husband's here. The dogs are happy. You know, there's food in the fridge, whatever it is, the sun is shining. Make it a positive thing and smile. Smile makes you happy. Being thankful for something makes you happy. With that, Jocelyn, I would like to go to you because you're the smooth, I call her my smooth talker. And I know you've got something to add to this, and she's very cool and calm. I've never heard Jocelyn get into an outburst. It's always very calm. So, Jocelyn.
Well, thank you, LaDonna. Yes, I'm Zen at times. I try to be anyway. Yeah, you know, I agree with a lot in everything that, you know, Heather talked about. And I think too, especially with children, right? I have 3 young children, and remaining in that place of gratitude and honoring myself, I feel is what's helped me best in helping my children. I have my young son who's on the spectrum, and it can be, you know, quite aggressive at times, right? So in those moments, you know, the thoughts do come like, oh my goodness, you know, why is this happening? But then it's like changing it right away, saying, okay, you know, he chose me for a reason. right? And bringing that out. And then I'm grateful because then I can show up the way I need to for him and bring that calm and sense of peace when he's feeling out of control, right? It's nothing worse that when somebody's out of control, losing it, that other people around them are doing the same thing, right? So when you can remain that poise, that calm, that control, then it's giving them that safe place that no matter what they do, even if he hits me, says I'm a terrible mom or, whatever it is he's saying, I know it's not personal, right? And remaining in that place of gratitude allows me to show up that way, right? And be that peace and calm that he needs, right? And for everybody else in my family, because then the husband chimes in and then the other kids, and it's like, oh, no, let's go calm. Let's all take our space, right? Because I got, there's 5 of us.
Number one, I want to comment on when you said, if he tells me I'm a horrible mother. Well, I hate to tell you, Jocelyn, we're all horrible parents sometime in your children's life, even if they're not on the spectrum. Because she said because
so
her
true.
son is on the spectrum. No, it's just from being a kid.
Yeah.
And teenagers are the worst. I know your son is not teenage yet, though.
No, but I have a 14-year-old. So when
Yes.
they go at it, it's like, oh, I got to go in the between. I'm the mediator, just spread my wings and fly between them.
Yes, absolutely. So that's just, without being on the spectrum. So, but you say with your children, because you mentioned your children, do they understand gratitude? Is that something that I know you're teaching it, but
We're
do they really
working on it.
understand it?
No, that's something I'm modeling and working on because for the first, well, it'd be for my son for the first 6 years, but for my oldest, who's 14, for the first 12 years of her life, I worked outside of the home, right? I was that go, people-pleasing person as well, right? So I wasn't home to model a lot of these things for them, right? So it's never too late either, right? So it's bringing that in and having those conversations, right, with them.
Yes.
And, you do see the shifts because they do say things now. And it's like, oh, okay, they did listen. I'm like, yay.
Yeah.
Right?
And,
Or
I
it's making
find
that impact.
Yes. And I find so many parents, this is Throwback Thursday, and this is why I'm asking Jocelyn this. And you may say, why are we talking about gratitude on Throwback Thursday? Well, I think it's very important because gratitude 30 years ago looked completely different than now.
Yes.
30 years ago, you could smack your kid in the head with your hand, and it wasn't against the law, and teach them some type of gratitude. It wasn't the right gratitude that we were teaching, but you could. Today, you can't hardly raise your voice to teach your children something. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying things have changed over time of how we grow and how we can teach our children to grow and do all the right things. But one thing, and I'm guilty of it as well, to a point. When I was raising, I have 2 grown daughters that have my grandchildren. So they are in their middle 30s. And we always taught them, thank you, yes, sir, no, sir. Oh, open the doors for elderly. We taught that kind of gratitude. Okay. But we didn't go in depth with gratitude. There's so many other things I could have taught them. But even though they're in their middle 30s, guess what? I'm not done teaching.
Yeah.
I'm still giving them gentle reminders. And especially the oldest daughter, because she has the personality like my husband, we clash because she's nowhere near my personality. Okay. And I will mention something to her and she'll say, Mom, I'm almost 40. I think I can figure this out. You may be almost 40, but I've lived this, I've done this. So please listen, then do whatever you want with it. But I'm still her mom. I still have to remind her, I'm still your mom. So let me be your mom. And I think a lot of parents forget you never stop being a parent. Well, I hope you don't, because mine are in their middle 30s and I'm still there. I feel like it's still my job to guide them. I can't tell them what to do. I can't ground them to their rooms. I can't take the car keys away, but I can continue to guide. I hope that makes sense. We should continue to guide. you know, and help one another when we can, even if we're adults. Adults should continue to learn. And, you know, self-care, like Heather brought up self-care with gratitude. And again, I would have never thought those two things go together, but now I do know, and it makes sense now that she brought it up. See, we learn every day. That puts something into spectrum for me. So yes, thank you, Jocelyn. I would like to hear from Raul because this is kind of, again, it's his department as well. And I know he's been on his own journey and experienced things in life that, you know, that has taught him a lot of lessons and probably taught him more gratitude as well, and how to get across to people. So Raul, please come on down.
Hi everyone. Heather, that was an amazing. It's so amazing that you brought up all these different things that we should see in ourselves and the people around us. First, I'm grateful for LaDonna for doing this event. And, you know, she brings all this positive energy. Then we had Jocelyn, you spoke about mother. I mean, I don't like to go last because then I have to grab everyone's little pieces and put them together. Jocelyn, my mother always comes up with these amazing things that she will say, and you might get angry. LaDonna just said that. You will get angry inside, like, okay, she don't know I'm a grown-ass person. That why would you say that to me? But think about 4 or 5 months down the line, you're gonna be here, and it's in your head when you see it come across in front of you. Oh, I don't trust that person with you. I don't do this. And you're like, Mom, stop it. And it happens. Be grateful for your mother. I love that you all put this thing so nicely. I always say, and it's part of my motivational talk, that I change my entire aspect of life. Even I'm a very grateful person because from a child I was very poor. I've been through abuse, I've been through rape, I've been through where you can think about when mental health really hits you throughout life. I've been there. So I've been always grateful. But when I became more aware is when I took my trip to India and see poverty firsthand to what I was thinking I've been through as a poor kid. So being grateful is really opening up. Thank you all for doing this. And LaDonna, grateful for you doing this every week and taking your time. Yeah, amazing woman,
You're
amazing
perfect.
human being, amazing
Thank
soul.
you. Thank you,
Thank
Raul.
you.
Thank you. And Debbie, I would like to hear what you think that you've heard about and what you want to expand on with this today.
Well, I've in my own journey through my health and getting Hashimoto's and fibromyalgia and all those things, you learn how the grieving process, how that all works, and taking into all of that, being grateful for fibromyalgia is something that takes a lot of work. But if you can learn to embrace, okay, this is a change, this is something that's new to me, but my life is not over. Find a way that works and be grateful that you have fibromyalgia. I mean, there's so many other things that you could have that's so much worse, even though it's not fun. There's so much other things that are worse. But I'd have to say that the biggest step in learning to be grateful was when I lost my son. And that was the hardest. That was being grateful after the loss, being okay with the loss. And so I think that's the biggest journey in for me, is finding that way to be thankful for the changes that come, no matter how hard they are. And so I can know how that, when with Heather brought up how it affects your mental and your health and everything else, that I did realize how much that did affect so much part of that whenever I learned to be grateful and learn to be thankful and find the positive in things. That's whenever I discovered that it also affects your health as much as everything else.
Yes, and Debbie, Ross said he has fibro. I have fibro. Heather has MS. So we're all there for you, and we all have something.
Mm-hmm.
We all have something that we have to be able to find that positivity for that something, and being grateful for them finding ways to help. The however you find your relief from pain or anxiety or how to eat better, how to exercise better, whatever it may be. And you know what? That's just gratitude. And we forget that sometimes. So you're right. We forget that sometimes. And Kelly, I would love to hear your aspects of this. And then we're going to go to Angela.
Thanks everybody for your weighing in. Heather, that was awesome. I was just thinking, so the beginning of the new year, I have this book by my bed, and oh my gosh, I went through it and I've got like December 31st, 2022. And, you know, I kind of wrote in it every once in a while. So I thought at the beginning of this year, I'm going to write every day. And the first thing I write is, today I'll have an attitude of gratitude. And I think that has really, really opened my eyes to be grateful. And I think also what you said, LaDonna, about finding a way how was I going to say that? Finding a way to appreciate it. I think having an accountability partner at the same time. This morning I had I'm in this program, IWL, Inspired Women Lead. So for the first 6 months, I was mentored. Today was my very first mentoring session with my lady. She's from Morocco, Casablanca, Morocco. And before my one-on-one with her, I was just sitting here feeling so stressed. So the peace patch went on, which helped. But listening to her, and at the very end, I said to her, we always ask the question, what did you take out of today? And she responded that talking with me and pointing out and making her realize what she had done at her young life so far, she's only 30, it just really helped her. And the look on her face when she said that, to me, my heart just went, oh my gosh. Like, I said to my girlfriend, I'm going to watch that recording and see how bad I looked. And she said, no, you're going to watch the recording and you're going to pick out how good you were, the one thing you did right. And you're also going to pick out one thing you're going to improve on for your next call. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. So I think just having that whole mindset was just, and her saying that I really helped her on my first session when I was so nervous was just like, song to my heart.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? Until you learn how to be positive or on your journey to learning, I don't know if we ever absolutely learn everything about being positive, because those curveballs keep coming, the curveballs, And my husband always says you have to have a plan A and a plan B. And sometimes you even have to have a plan C and D of how to take care of one issue or another. So, and we always have to find something. And I always tell people, if you're having a bad day, remember someone else is having even a worse day. Because like Debbie said, she's lost a child. I can't even fathom, can't even imagine, don't want to imagine, don't want to know how that feels. I just want to be here to support Debbie and others that have lost children. Because, if I get up in my worst pain, I still haven't went through the pain like Debbie has went through. Okay. Everybody, we all have something we are overcoming every day. So we find that positivity. So Kelly said, her mentor said, find one thing that you loved about what you said or did, and then find one thing that you're going to change or make better for the next time. Not 5, not 10, not 12, just 1 and 1. And that's positivity, because you can dig in there, and especially when it's yourself, and find negative things. So come on, we all can. So don't stop that. Stop it. We don't want that. So thank you, Kelly. You brought up a great point. I'm glad that you had a good time doing it, and keep doing it. Keep doing it. Imagine how many people you can help. That's why I do what I do, because I love helping people. Angela, what have you taken away? What do you want to expand on today, my friend?
Hello, everyone. So I think it's the journey for me and the timing in the journey. Learning how to deal with time was one of the biggest things I had to overcome. I used to get stressed a lot about not making everything that I needed to do, but realizing that it's okay and I will show up when it's time. When it's time for me to show up, I will be there. So perfect example was when I came in and she was talking about the when you were talking about the gratitude and motherhood. It was amazing. You know, coming in, timing is perfect timing. Everything is in divine timing. So
Absolutely.
thank
Absolutely. And you know, I used to think, and I still do sometimes, and I try not to, it's why me? You know, I'll look up in the sky, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, we all believe in something different. And I'll say, God, move on to someone else. Give me a break. I need a break. Too many things. You know, have you ever done that? Shake your head, yes or no. Please tell me I'm not the only one. There you go. Why me? Well, why not me? You know, my mother didn't teach me a lot, but she did teach me one thing. God will never give you more than what you can handle. But you know what? Sometimes I think I'm a pretty tough cookie now. Move on. You know, move on. I'm strong enough, but you know what? It's okay because I keep learning. That's another way of learning, right? Keep learning. Do different. Make sure, you know, instead when you have a flat tire, say, well, I guess I should have checked my tires before. Because come on, not all the time, but most of the time when you have a flat tire, it's your fault. Either you didn't rotate your tires, you didn't buy new tires when you should have. There's those few things that you know, if there's something in the road you run over or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It's so many things we could have done differently, not for something to happen. And then some things are out of our control and it's in his control. So I love this. And I know that we could talk about gratitude for hours on end because it's so important. And you know what is so great about gratitude is you can literally break it down into sections: self-care, being thankful, how to teach your children more, how to, you know, teach your adult children, how to teach yourself. I mean, there's so many pieces to gratitude. And Heather just touched on a lot of it, but just touched on it just a little bit. So remember that because it's okay. There, you know, there'll be other times that we talk about maybe just one piece of gratitude, which we do here. And that's why we brought our membership in for learning, teaching, speaking, engaging, start connecting. So you've had 10 people today, 11, including me, that you can start connecting with, continue to connect with, network with, and collaborate with. And that is so important. Heather and I have talked, and Heather, I'm sorry, I'm not picking on you, but I'm giving you for example. Heather came into the membership. I found her on Facebook, I think, I may be wrong. Found her on Facebook. Her and I started chatting. We connected. Then I invited her to the membership group. See how we're doing? We're continuing to connect. Then we started networking together. She went into one of my mini strategy classes where she, you know, her and I were one-on-one for a little while and got her to where she wanted to be at that time and get her business defined a little bit. But see, now we started networking together because she's in my course. She continued to be in the membership. Now she's speaking. We're networking. So soon, hopefully, her and I will start collaborating together. Same thing. Trevor's been in my course now for a little while. We keep connecting. We keep networking. And then we eventually will start collaborating. That's what we're here to do. Kelly, found her on another, I don't remember what group, but another group, found each other. She came to my membership and now I'm one of her customers. Her and I have almost started collaborating together. I mean, see, it just keeps growing. It's that nurturing. I like her, I know her, and I trust her. Those are the three elements that people are looking for. And you have to continue to love on each other, connect with each other. Abby and I have done a lot of it. Abby takes care of my computer every month. I'm on her monthly plan. Anytime anyone says, oh, I can't get this to work, you need to call Abby. Call Abby, call Abby, call my friend Abby. I mean, I'm always giving that plug out there for Abby because I know if I send Kelly to Abby, I have nothing to think about because I know Abby will take care of her. 100%. If I send someone to Jocelyn, I don't worry, Jocelyn will take care of them. That's the community we have built here. And that's the kind of community that we want to continue to be in, where you're supportive, you can say what you want to say, and you're never judged. And you're always learning, connecting, networking, and collaborating. I want to make sure that everyone has all of their information into the chat. Do not forget, if you have not bought your January 26th workshop ticket yet, it's a 4 or 5 hour, 4-hour day. The last hour, we will be doing a marketplace where you can sell your product. The rest of the hours, we have 10 speakers lined up. Ra is one of the speakers. If any of you know Raul, the one that just left. Sherry Leopold is one of the speakers. Abby is one of the speakers. We have 10 speakers in all. If you have a ticket, if you can't do the whole day, come when you can. You will get a copy of the recording and you will get a copy of the chat as long as you have a ticket. I'm going to give Trevor, I'm not picking on you, Trevor. Trevor usually works on Fridays. So, but he can buy a ticket for $15 and he will still get the recording in the chat so he can go back and view the speakers and
I
then
already
start
did.
reaching out. You see, there you go. So please buy your ticket and tell everyone, sign up for the affiliate program, which go to ladonnamaccabee.com, sign up for the affiliate program, give everyone your link, and guess what? You make 20% off of every ticket you sell with that link. It's not a lot, but it adds up. So please do that. I just did a screenshot. Please do a screenshot of all of us, one of us, you yourself. Go to your social media, tell everyone what a great time you've had for the last hour, and then go to the Facebook, our Facebook page, and post in there as well, because everyone's not able to come today. We had several sign up that didn't show up. It happens every event. It just does. Things come up. So enjoy the rest of your day. If you don't know about to save the chat, go to the bottom of the chat to the 3 little buttons. Click on that. It will say save chat. Click that. And you will find that either in your downloads or your documents. Mine goes to my downloads because that's the way Abby set it up. Yours may go to documents. I've heard that sometimes. It goes to your documents, one or the other. Then you can go back and you can preview this. Put this on your YouTube. Put the whole thing on your YouTube. We don't care. It's for your use, whatever you want to do. You can cut the segment out if you want to, where you were talking, whatever you want to do. Within about 48 to 72 hours, I will have it in the membership group for everyone to review. All right, so I will see all of you next week. Remember, on Friday, which tomorrow, all of you should get a email that tells you about all of next week's events. So you can go right to the email and sign up for each event. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. I'm here if you need me. Bye.
Thank you, Ladonna.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.